people to distance themselves from negative thoughts. There's some evidence for its efficacy. So, for example, participants or users they get to enter a number of different messages of things that are bothering them, some negative thoughts. And then what they do is they see this screen here, and then they kind of move their finger like this, and it moves like kind of like water. I'll just I kind of demonstrate it a little bit, so it's kind of you can see there's like ripples. It's actually fun to play with. I recommend trying it. What we use it for in our house is teaching our daughter how to read. If she reads a word, she gets to do that. But anyway, there's different. That wasn't what they intended for, but it's pretty good use of it, I think. In any case, it's one of the rare good studies, and I recommend trying it. I found 6 studies, and these are related to building social connections, empathy, reducing aggressiveness, or helping people parent. And all of these use text messages. And some examples, I'll just give a brief overview before we have some questions. I'm doing a project trying to build empathy using text messaging. And of course, it's a direct instructional approach with the idea that if we remind people 6 times a day, this is the number we use, 6 times a day to think about others, do nice little things for them, imagine their perspective, that maybe this will just be something that they start to do a little more. And I'm also collecting data to solve the examples. So we have some evidence for efficacy based on pilot tests, and Fred Dillon will talk a little more about that in his presentation. And currently we're working with Fred Dillon at OLAB and others. To conduct a larger randomized trial, one of the things we're looking at is what is the dosage level that's necessary, comparing between 1 message a day, 3 messages a day, and 5 messages a day. And I think this is important. If it's possible to generalize outside the domain of empathy, it'll be important just to know, like, how much is too much, how much is too little. We don't know that yet. I'm also on an active grant where I'm working to develop an empathy app with a company called Habitat 7. And one of the things to consider when you're developing apps is you have to develop it in multiple platforms, otherwise you lose a percentage of your potential users. So we are doing multi-platform design. And what we're doing is designing 9 mini-games that are all based on scientifically based theoretical perspectives about how empathy might develop or be built. And we're kind of trying to crystallize those into sort of a very short, fun interaction. And I'll show you some examples in a second. Does anyone play Dumb Ways Today? Okay. Well, if you haven't, that's another one to try. It was designed to help people make better decisions about injury prevention, basically. So it's kind of tricky because you try not to get hit by a train, like things like that, or you really try not to put your fork in the toaster. A number of different things. Sometimes I wonder about, like, is this really cool ideas? But anyway, in any case, it's a fun game to play, and we kind of modeled it conceptually after the way they did it, because there are mini games as well, and it's easier to do mini games because you don't have to create one whole huge overarching game. But when you do it in this modular way, you can pull out one small game at a time. If it's not working for some reason, or people don't like it, and you can just put it together. And also, users think it's fun, so you're getting new content as they go. And one thing you can do is reward people by when they get to play, say, 3 mini games for a while. And if they get enough points, they can get 2 more levels or something. So I really like this approach. There's many other approaches, but this is the one that we decided with this game. So here's one example of what we're doing. And I did want to give you a live demo, just because, I've seen a lot of demos, they never work. So if you'd like to try to play it, I'd be happy to share it with you. But it's still in development, we're finishing up. But this game, what you do is you basically try to match the emotion. So people who are trained in emotion recognition have higher empathy after the training. And so what you would do is just like slide and try to match the emotional. And it was split into 3 because of Ekman's work, showing that there's 3 different places of the face where we see and detect emotion. So it was really carefully thought out, and then it became this sort of fun little game. Another example, Help the Crying Baby. Also, there's research showing that taking care of infants helps to promote empathy. And so we were thinking about how can we turn this into a game? And those of you who are parents or caregivers will notice right away that we have scissors here. And basically, part of taking care of babies is giving them what they need and not harming them. So In any case, I did have 2 cries there. And there are actually from real babies that we've found. We've had real cries from real babies. And it's going to be paired with a facial expression such that if the baby needs a diaper change, he has a certain expression and a certain cry that matches a real baby who really needs a diaper change. Versus if he needs a bottle, then we have a cry, a facial expression that looks like hunger, and a cry that's from a baby who's hungry. So this spring we're conducting our randomized controlled trial. I'm really excited about that, and you can see the cast of characters. And I'm just going to end because we're going to know these kinds of questions, but basically we have some emerging research on psychosocial interventions. We should definitely draw on the prior research that's been there for many years. And we need to improve the quality of research studies, generalize to samples outside of the usual, but in particular, most of this work is being done in Western cultures. We need to address technological roadblocks, part of why we're here today. And I think we need to tame the Wild West of the app marketplace, because what's happening right now is there's thousands of apps. If you go to the App Store and say like mental health, well-being, whatever, you can find whatever you want. But only a small handful of them have actually been tested. And so this needs to happen. This conference addresses a gap. Academics, you know what we're known for. I mean, we can do all kinds of things. We all have tricks, so I don't need to stereotype. But what we're known for is having theory and then also knowing how to rigorously evaluate something. Tech developers are known for knowing how to design things and also defending. Again, stereotyping. I'm sorry if I don't do it. But this conference today, what we're trying to do is make it work together. That's the purpose. And I'm really excited also to join in. This is not for you to write down. I just want to know the slides will be available. I have a number of resources for people if they want to read more about this stuff. And so now we have a few minutes for questions. So,
you come up.
How would you envision like certifying like an app or something like that?
Yeah.
So a lot of the work I see is founded by research would be important for our consumers. So you're going to be sifting through like has a cool star or whatever.
I think that has to happen. I think it's right now. I know only one
Can you repeat
group
the
is trying to do that.
I'm sorry.
Can you repeat the
Oh,
question?
sorry. He's asking how would you go about certifying that? Like, how are users supposed to know when they go to the app marketplace what's been researched, what's been evidence-based? And what I said is that there's only one group that I know that's doing this. The paper, if you're interested, I can send you around. I think we're going to have a website. We're going to post resources on our website too. But they have the mobile app rating scale. And I did look at it, and what you're doing is actually spending a lot more time on how fun is this app, rather than sort of what is the research basis for this app. They do have a couple questions on that, but it's not really enough, I think. So I think this is an opportunity right here. I don't know what to do about it myself. I'm very passionate, actually, about giving people, if people are looking for help with depression, there's a reason. And I feel kind of bad that they're looking and have no idea what it's actually good at. They can actually be using something that's harmful. And I think this needs regulation and certification. I agree with you. So I'm hoping that something like the Better Business Bureau comes along, or some organization that's willing to take the lead and start categorizing these.
Or even the medical organizations.
Or something, yes.
Psychologists or I don't know who
Exactly.
it would be.
And I do think there's a huge need at this point for that.
I do know that the American Psychological Association is now in a kind of a review process with mental health interventions. So I've been reviewing some of the apps, and they ask you to rate the functional features, but also the evidence base and its concordance with acceptable treatment. And I noticed, I know also that the Anxiety and Depression Association of America has an app rating effort.
Okay, good. So I think we all, there needs to be some convergence, because I think from the user perspective, they're still not going to know how to.
Yeah, that convergence is really, I don't know exactly how they'll spread the word. I think it's at the start it would be more like you would hopefully contact a professional organization via their website, and then that's where you go to figure out what might be helpful. I don't think too many people are going to do that, so it has to be some way to process.
A star or something.
Or maybe a non-profit website or something.
Yeah.
Regarding your last slide about the marriage of those two worlds, the design and the academia, so It strikes me as fairly straightforward, perhaps not, but fairly straightforward how academics would find designers and developers who might be interested in their work. What about going the other way? Do you have any insights or recommendations for people coming from the design and development world to reach out to people to, hey, we'd like to create an app, please guide us, work with us on your research?
That's a great question. I can't answer that, but for my kind of story that they're going to spot, but do you have any advice?
So the question is, how can designers find academics? I think if you just look around and see who's doing good research in the area that you're interested in and reading their papers and then reaching out to them directly is probably the best way that we've found to make that happen.
Thanks.
I think academics are excited about this. I mean, I see what's happened with this conference and how it quickly builds up and a wait list. I mean, I think that's going on. It's just that we don't have the tools and the experience, and we're eager to work with designers. So I think many would be excited to hear from somebody that was saying that name. Any questions for Scott?
Back there? Yeah, you spoke about how, this sense of being connected to a mobile device or mobile communication is becoming like a background expectation for people. And in the same breath, I thought of the way devices are going in terms of virtually monitoring things real time, right? I mean, we talk about wearables now coming out, and that's the next evolution of this. What is your feeling on where that's going to go in terms of the expectations of what the stuff is going to deliver? Because it's coming, it's here and it's coming. I mean,
yeah. I'll answer your question. I may not directly answer it, but it is where I'm thinking about in terms of the expectations. I think where we were previously, with like 2G, the expectations that were developed and that have become embedded were reciprocal expectations of each other, human beings, to be accessible to each other anytime, anywhere. I think as we're moving with the progression of the technology, smartphones and wearables fit my definition of mobile communication, anytime, anywhere access, or the possibility of that, right? So it's not married to a device. But I think we're increasingly, those expectations for content, information, other media, the kind of thing that you're talking about, I think are becoming now embedded as well, not just the expectations for each other, but I think that they're distinct in that we are developing and becoming embedded. What's becoming embedded is expectations of us, of the technology itself, which is distinct, I think, than when we have expectations of each other, right? So I think that, I guess from my perspective, embeddedness is changing flavors with the kind of thing you're talking about, so that we expect from the technology, and you feel it the most when the technology doesn't give us what we want real time, like location-based navigation and that kind of thing.
So we'll be available for questions throughout the meeting. Scott's in and out for the teaching, but please just come up to us and we'll answer any other questions.